One of the things we want to do long term, once we get Convergent Media launched, once we get our first CMR out, Does God Give Dreams to 50-Year-Olds? One of the things I'd like to do in a little bit longer term, but not real long term. My background is in journalism. My undergrad degree I had a double major in journalism and Spanish. I worked for a couple of different newspapers, not for very long, before I went back to school. But journalism has always been a keen interest of mine, partly because that's what I studied for 4 years, partly because that's where I worked at newspapers, but partly because it is so important in our world today to keep informed. Part of the problem with today's journalism, from my background, and understand I graduated a long time ago, was that in becoming more a commentator on the news rather than telling you what is happening, what I've seen happen over and over in a lot of news media outlets is that they don't want to tell you so much what's happening as what they want you to do because what they believe is happening. There's something that I've had in mind for a while now. I think it would be very interesting to do, especially in a convergent format. And it's what I would call journalism for the long haul. It would be three things. We have short memories. We forget sometimes what people said or what happened, and we just move on to the next thing. What if we had a news outlet that used Convergent to say three things? One, this is what was said 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago. This is what actually was said. This is what those who are in charge, whether they be government officials or industry officials or whatever, this is what they said. This is what we're going to do. Remember that. The second part of it is what did they actually do? If they actually did what they said, that's fabulous and that's worth celebrating. If they didn't do what they said they were going to do, that's worthy of note and of remembering. And in this culture, we forget too easily. And then the third thing is to hear what actually happened. This is what they said they were going to do. This is what they actually did. And here's what happened because of what they did. So we're not reporting on current events. We're looking back a little bit. We're giving a broader perspective. That's what Convergent Media does. It enables us to look deeper, more fully, and to remember, not misquoting people, actually having them on camera sometimes saying these things, and either celebrating what happened or saying, you know what, I think we took a wrong turn. That's something that I would love to see in the future, but it depends on getting Convergent Media developed now.